Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a demo and a review on some products that were sent to me by Influencer in this little Vox box. So it's from CoverGirl. It's their Outlast All Day Concealer and a pressed powder, and they actually also sent me the lip gloss. So real quick disclaimer, these products were sent to me for free for testing and reviewing purposes only, and of course all opinions are my own. I would not lie if I don't like it. So they sent the concealer, which looks like this, and then a pressed powder, and it does have a little mirror. It's a nice little size. And then I also got the lip gloss. It is an All Day Intense like 2-in-1. It's their base and their lip gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by first showing you guys how I apply the products, how I would incorporate them into my day-to-day routine, and then after that you guys will hear my final thoughts. So really quickly, if you guys do enjoy watching this, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and also leave comments down below. And if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe so you get notifications every time I post a new video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Without being said, let's go ahead and get right into this demo and review. So I'm going to start off by applying my base, and just like I would normally do, this is the e.l.f. Blemish Control face primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over the place. And now I'm going to take my foundation. This is just the Matte Poreless foundation by Maybelline. And if you guys are interested, my shade is 220, which is a natural beige. So I'm just going to apply that by dotting it on. You guys probably know this is how I apply my foundation. I really wish this foundation had a pump. And then just sort of push it into the skin. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer that they sent me, and this is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day, as I mentioned before, and I selected the medium deep, which is $8.50. I wish I would have gotten something a little lighter because I do like my under eyes to be a little brighter, but we're gonna try and make this work. So I went ahead and applied it where I normally apply my concealer, but as you guys know, stupid hair, I typically apply something lighter so that it brightens up all these areas. But as I said, I ended up selecting the wrong shade, so. And I'm just basically trying to use this as I would in my normal routine. So I'm trying to just look at the viewfinder. It kind of almost looks like this is slightly darker because this color in particular, I don't know how their color range is, seems to have a little bit of a peach undertone, but I do notice that it helps with correcting my under eye area. So I do like that, and it's really easy to blend out, which is another awesome thing. It's a pro about this. So I'm gonna go in with my Airspun Naturally Neutral Loose Powder, and I'm hoping that this helps brighten it up a little bit just because it is not translucent, you know. So we will see. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm gonna go in with this, which is their pressed powder, and also it is in the medium deep. The color I selected is what they sent for both, so I feel like this color is it's a pretty good match for my skin tone. I wish I would have had the option of like picking a lighter one and then this one, but unfortunately if I would have picked a lighter one, they would have sent me a lighter powder. Anyways, I'm going to go in just with this flat top kabuki and just set pretty much all the other areas where I didn't apply that loose powder. So really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my bronzer, blush, and highlight. So now I'm going to go in with this little 2-in-1 that they sent me. It is like a base, and then it has the lip gloss on the other end. I don't really know if the base is a liquid lipstick or what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to go ahead and apply it. And also for any of you guys who are interested, the color is called Profound Peach. We'll see how I like it. I'm not really a peachy pink girl. I like my nudes. Okay, so that took a little while because it kind of applies a little streaky, so it looks like the bottom lip, because that's the one I did first, is starting to dry, so I'm going to just let it dry a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and apply the gloss. Okay, so it looks pretty dry, a little sticky, but I mean, you're going to put the gloss over it, so it should be fine. Alright, so now that I have everything on, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on everything. So I'll just start off with the concealer because it's kind of just like the order I applied it. The concealer, I would say, is pretty good. It's not super full coverage, but I would say it's like a medium coverage. It blends out super, super nicely, so I do like that. And like I said, the medium tone had like a bit of a peachy undertone to it, so it did help cancel out any darkness that I had. So I really don't mind the applicator. I know maybe some people aren't gonna like it, but honestly I don't mind it. But yeah, I would suggest it. I definitely think I'm gonna go ahead and buy this in something lighter because I feel like it does have potential. But yeah, so far I would recommend this. And then the powder isn't too bad. It is super like powdery. I don't know if
is that even allowed, but just like, I don't know if you guys could see that. It just kind of like goes everywhere.
But again, that's not really something that would stop me from buying a product. I did try this yesterday. I was going to try and film this yesterday, but it just didn't work out. But one thing I did try yesterday was using this without any foundation. And I will say that this isn't really going to do much for you unless you're using it as you're supposed to, which is a finishing powder. So to like set your makeup and add a little bit more coverage. It doesn't do a whole lot on its own, but I did want to try it because, you know, some of us are looking for that. I know there's some powders that I've tried where like you could honestly just powder your face and you're good to go. It adds a little bit of coverage and, you know, just kind of smooths everything out. That's not really the case with this one. I tried this one. I don't know if it's because I used a primer, but it just kind of was slightly patchy. Again, it could be the powder because it was just sticking to one spot. But I don't mind it. I think I did a pretty nice job picking out this shade. And I don't really have a pressed powder that's like a skin tone, like in my shade. I like to use like translucent powders. So I don't really ever get that like extra coverage, but I did see like a little bit of extra coverage with this. And I don't know how matte it will keep me throughout the day, but I usually don't have a problem with that. So I'm not sure how good of a job this is going to do to keep you matte. It is a powder, so that usually helps with absorbing oils and stuff, but this is basically like my first time trying it. Yesterday I didn't wear it out. I kind of just ended up wiping my face after I got done trying to film this. So I can't really speak so much on that, but it is a pretty nice size. It's nice and compact. You do get a little mirror with it. And it actually also came with a little puff, but I just don't use these. So far I think it's pretty good. I just wish that it gave a little bit more coverage, or that you could even wear this on its own. But you know what? It's not claiming to be like a high coverage powder. It's just a finishing powder. So keep that in mind. And then lastly is the lip gloss. It feels pretty good on the lips. The pigmentation isn't too bad. I feel like it could be better, but again, it's drugstore. But also nowadays, drugstores have like really been stepping up their game. I just did find that it was a little bit sheer and also slightly difficult to apply, because maybe it's the applicator, I don't know. It just doesn't really apply evenly, so you kind of just gotta work with it and make it work. Not really sure what their shade selection is. To be honest with you guys, this is not a color I would typically wear. My friend complimented me on it yesterday when she came over, but I don't know, I just feel odd. It's a little too bright for me. Maybe I could give it another try like in the spring or in the summer. But it's not bad. Again, I feel like this could be better, more so the formula of that base color, and I'm just curious if all the shades are hard to apply. Maybe it was just the shade. I don't really know. The gloss isn't bad. I think it's really cute. I actually feel like I would probably wear the gloss a lot, like on its own or on top of a nude lipstick. I think it's a beautiful color. Here's the other side. So it says all day intense. Again, I don't know if it'll wear it all day, but I will say that when I tried taking it off yesterday, of course the gloss is going to be easy to take off, but the actual base was not coming off. Like, I ended up having to put a little bit of oil, kind of the trick with like any type of liquid lipstick, which I'm also not sure if this is, but I had to put some oil to sort of just remove it. It was hard to come off, so I honestly feel like this would last all day, you know, minus the gloss. You can't expect gloss to last all day, but it's really nice and it is pretty intense. Altogether, I would say these are good products, minus the fact that this base was a little bit hard to apply, but I mean, not impossible. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. I'm definitely going to keep trying them out, and I'm definitely going to go and get a lighter shade of that concealer to see if I like it, because so far I am liking it. I just do like it a little bit brighter. Don't like my face to look like one solid color. But that's that for my review. If you guys have any questions or there's something I didn't answer, go ahead and leave that down below and I will do my best to answer it. And I really hope this was helpful for you guys and that you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!